Hey guys, movie followers of this channel. Today I'll be doing my sister's movie collection. Most of these I have no interest in, or some of these I actually saw and kind of liked or thought like they're like good movies. I'm thinking for upcoming videos, I might still do movie videos, but I feel like I want to step out of my comfort zone and actually do more than, not comfort zone, but like step out of the movie zone a little bit and actually do some other topics, including books, maybe celebrities, music, nature, anything relating to that, but I'll still do movie reviews, DVD collections, and updates, and so on. So, let's start this video. So, the first one is ScoobyDoo, the 1 or 2 pack. This is the live action versions. I'm actually not a big fan of these. I think they're pretty bad movies. The CGI is terrible in these movies, but you know what? My sister, she really likes these films and thinks that they're good, underrated classics. But you know what? There are opinions out there. I heard that some people like these movies, and that's fine. For me, I'm not really a big fan of them. Same thing with the show, which I'm actually not a big fan of. So, you know, that's Scooby-Doo 1 and 2. Most of these movies are actually cult classics for some. Next up is the American Girl collection. I actually haven't seen most of these. The only one I've seen fully, or like half, it's Kit, which I thought was okay at best, but you know, I think it's kind of forgettable. But again, my sister is like a big fan of these movies, or not a big fan of, but like, she likes them. I respect people's opinions that like these films, but again, I'm not a big fan of. I actually wonder if any of these films actually made money, but you know, there's fans of them out there. I'm not one of them, but let me know if you guys or gals seen these movies before, and so on. So next one up is Ramon and Blephas. Again, I'm not a big fan of this movie. I know there's fans out there, but again, chick flicks, and there's some people that like these films. So another one that I wasn't a big fan of, but my sister really liked this film, and she thinks it's good. Next one up is Matilda. Another film that I think is overrated. I think this film is okay at best, but you know, my sister grew up with this film, and again, it's a film that has like an audience in there, and she liked it. So, you know, that's good for her. For me, I wasn't like a big fan of, and there's a fan base for this film. Next one is Coraline. This is another overrated film, in my opinion. I don't think this is creepy. I don't think it's really that good, but I think it's okay at best. But my sister, again, liked the film, like the. Let me just start over. Like the films I'll be talking about, she really likes them and thinks that they're good films. Me personally, I don't think they're actually good films, but this one, there's a fan base again. But again, I think that this film is okay at best, and again, I think it's worth a watch, but I'm not a big fan of. So that's Coraline. Next one up, or next two up, is Diary of a Wimpy Kid films. Again, I'm not a big fan of them, but they have some fun, redeemable qualities in there. But again, I think these films are okay at best. But my sister really likes them, and she's looking for the first one on DVD. So again, okay films, passable at best, but there's a fan base too. So those are the Diary of Wimpy Kid films, the live action versions. Next up, it's Home Alone. This is a pretty good comedy classic. I do own this on Blu-ray, but I feel like this is one of the better films in her collection. And again, a good comedy classic. I feel like the only sequel that actually lived up to the original is the second one, which is still funny. It's still entertaining, but I don't think it's as good as the original. And in the West, are not that good. I haven't seen the sixth one. I think it's called Home Sweet Home Alone. I heard that film was terrible, but I might give it a try. See if it's actually bad or if it's actually good. But that's Home Alone, a comedy classic. Next up is Blephas for Tiffany's. A movie that my sister never seen before, but I actually saw this film. And I think it's actually a pretty good movie. It's entertaining. It's another comedy classic from 1961. There's one scene in the film involving something that could be offensive, but I feel like back in the time, it was more about like a funny situation, but now I don't think it holds up that well. But again, Breakfast at let me just start over. Breakfast at Tiffany's, I think it's a really good movie and definitely worth a watch. Next up is the Babysitter Club. This is the movie based on the book. Again, I think this movie's okay at best, but my sister really likes this film, and again, she grew up with this film and in the books too. So, if you likes the books and really love enjoying the show, I feel like you're gonna like this movie. And there's a fan base behind this movie, but again, I think this movie's okay at best. But again, it's watchable. Next up is a double pack of chick flicks. Again, I never seen these movies before, and I don't think I'm gonna get into these films, but again, there's another fan base for these movies, and that's fine. People have their own opinions, but I'm not a big fan of them, but my sister really likes these and really enjoy these. So there's that. Just a chick flick collection. Another one that I seen that is a part of my sister collection, and that's Mrs. Doubtfire, a pretty funny movie, a great Robin Williams classic. May he rest in peace, Robin Williams. But anyway, I feel like this is a good description of his life, from his younger days to older days. But again, Mrs. Doubtfire, a great comedy classic from back in the day, and my sister also enjoys this film. She thinks it's a good comedy classic as well. I feel like movies that replicate this film now are usually piles of shit, or okay, forgettable films at best, but at least they made one, and one that we can all remember, or most people. So that's Mrs. Doubtfire, a great comedy classic. Funny. Next up is Step Up, which I never seen this before, but again, I know there's a fan base behind this film, but again, I'm not a big fan of, but I haven't seen this film yet. I don't think I'm going to have any interest in watching this film, but my sister thinks this film is fine, but again, that's for that audience, the chick flick audience. So that's Step Up. I haven't seen this film yet, but I don't think it looks that good. But again, there's the audience. Next one up is Nancy Drew, which this is the live action version. I've seen parts of this film, and I didn't really care for this film, honestly, but my sister really likes this film, and again, there's a fan base behind it. So that's Nancy Drew. I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's good. I think it's okay at best. Probably not one that I probably watch again, but they made a okay attempt. Next one up is my big fat Greek wedding. One I thought was decent. This actually was like one of the most popular films back then. It actually made a ton of money, but I did see the sequel, I think, 5 years ago. I forgot about it, but this film is okay at best. There's a fan base, but I think this movie is fine. But again, I assume my sister really likes this film, and again, so that's my big fat Greek wedding, all light comedy, but again, there's a fan base behind this, so that's a romantic comedy. Next up is Uptown Ghouls, which I never seen before, but to be honest with, I don't have any interest in watching this film, but again, my sister really likes this film, but again, there's an audience, and for these chick flicks, and if you like it, I'm fine with it, but again, I don't have any interest in watching these films or any passion. So that's Uptown Ghouls. I haven't seen it, but again, I don't think it looks all that good. Next up is 10 Things I Hate About You. Again, another film I think it's alright at best, but there's a fan base behind this film, and my sister really likes this film a lot, and she thinks this is a good film, and I think it's just alright. But again, there's a fan base, and I think this is an all-white movie. 10 Things I Hate About You, I think it's all-white, but there's a fan base, so that's fine. Another one is Easy A. Again, there's a fan base behind this film, but again, I'm not a big fan of this film. I think it's just okay at best, but you know, that's fine. So again, that's Easy A. So yeah. I actually think this is a okay movie at best, so that's Easy A. Another one that gets a lot of, not praise, but like a guilty pleasure feel is Bring It On. I feel like this film is okay at best. Again, there's a fan base behind this film, but again, it's okay. My sister really likes this film. She thinks it's funny, but again, Bring It On, in my personal opinion, is okay at best. There's a fan base behind this film. Next up is Night of the Museum, Battle of the Smithsonian. This is a fun franchise, but again, I haven't seen this in a while, and I don't think this film holds up that well. So that's Night of the Museum 2, Battle of the Smithsonian. Again, I think this is a fine movie. It's fun, but my sister, again, really likes this film, and I feel like she likes this franchise fine. Again, this video is going to be kind of long, but you know, I'm just going to give reviews of these films, so it should, let me just start over, it should be fine. The next one up is the Matrix franchise, or series. Only one that I do regard as a good film is the first one, which it's a great action movie. It's a good time travel film, and it really holds up. The other films I don't really care for that much, but the Animatrix is a decent follow-up. I did see the new one that came out, I think last year, and again, I thought that one was okay at best. It was forgettable, but you know, we still have the first Matrix, and it's a great film, so I feel like that counts. So that's the Matrix franchise. A mixed bag. These two are actually good films, but these two are not. And the fourth one is not, so it's 2 out of 5. The Matrix. Next up is Franklin's Pizza Party. I do have a younger brother, and also of course, I feel like they have like a section with cute animated creatures and like animals. So, and plus, this is one that people grew up with, and I don't think it's that good, but again, there's fans, and my younger brother really enjoys these films. So that's Franklin's Pizza Party, a okay film. The next one's up is the Strawberry Shortcake collection. Again, I'm not a big fan of these, but you know, they're for kids, and you know, people that actually grew up with the show and actually love the show. So that's the Strawberry Shortcake. series. I do think this is a bad show, but you know, there's a fan base behind it, and let me just start over. I respect them for actually liking this show, but you know, it's not for me. So that's Strawberry Shortcake. Now the next two are Charlie Brown classics, and that's the Valentine's Day one and the Easter Bunny one. I do think these are actually good cartoons. Again, classic Charlie Brown, just classic cartoons and just good times. They're short, they're sweet, and they're to the point. So that's Charlie Brown collection. Again, I think they're good shorts and specials, and I do recommend watching these. And everybody enjoys them, or most people, and my sister really likes these. And same thing with my brother and other people in my life. So that's Charlie Brown collection. Next up is Cinderella 2. My sister really, she thinks this movie's alright, but I'm not a big fan of these, and my brother really likes them and really enjoys these. So I think this film is okay at best, but you know, there's a fan base behind it, and that's Cinderella 2 Dreams Come True. I don't think this is actually very good, but again, there's a fan base behind it, and for this era. And next up is Beauty and the Beast. A good animated classic from back in the day. It's a good one. It's funny. And actually, back in the day, they had like flipper disc sets. So, which is kind of odd, but you know, it's kind of odd. Let me just start over. It's kind of odd, but you know, it's 2 discs and advertisements, and it's all good. So that's Beauty and the Beast, a movie that my sister really loves, or really likes, and my brother really likes, and most people in my life really likes. And a critical acclaim movie and a good time. So that's Beauty and the Beast. It's okay. It's actually a good movie. So this film gets a thumbs up from me, and it's a good movie. So that's Beauty and the Beast. Next up is Tango. A film I really enjoy. My sister really likes this film, and my brother really likes this film, and everybody else in the world really likes this film. So another critical acclaim movie, and Tango, a good film. Next up is The Princess Diaries 2, which I'm not a big fan of, but my sister really likes, and she's looking for the first one. So, you know, that's another one that I'm not a big fan of, but you know, there's a fan base behind it, and who knows? This may actually be like a decent movie. And You Guys' Eyes, again, a cult classic for some. I think it's okay. Next one up is Enchanted. A film I haven't seen in a while, but I do remember this film being decent at best, but you know, there's a fan base behind it. My sister really likes this film. This is a critical acclaim movie, and again, there's a fan base behind it. So that's Enchanted. A decent film at best. Next up is one of Disney's most underrated classics that has a fan base behind it, and that's the Goofy movie. A really good movie, a fun adventure film. Just a short, to the point film. Each time that I watch this, it's actually a good film. This is actually a fun movie, enjoyable at best. And I do think the sequel is okay at best, but you know, the Goofy movie, it's actually pretty good. And the show, Goof Troop, is a good show. So that's the Goofy movie. Again, a good movie and enjoyable at best. So that's a Goofy movie. And my sister really likes this film. My brother really likes this film. Everybody that I talk to really enjoys this. Let me just start over. Really enjoys this film, and it's starting to get love, which it's good. Next up is Meet the Robinson, another underrated film. I think this is a decent film with a good ending. My sister really likes this film. My brother really likes this film. It's a critical acclaimed movie and a good film to watch with the whole family. Good underrated film that I feel like not a lot of people talk about, but again, one I do recommend. Next up is Freaky Friday. Another film that I think it's okay at best. There's a fan base behind this film, but again, I think this is alright, and you know, yeah. So that's Freaky Friday. Okay movie at best, and that's it. Next up is Anastasia. I think this is a decent movie at best. It's decent. Worth a watch. Again, there's a fan base behind it, but I feel like this film is decent at best. I heard the video quality wasn't that great, but you know, this is a decent movie and one I do recommend watching. So that's Anastasia. A good movie. That's the collection. I'll be doing a recap now. So Anastasia, Freaky Friday, Meet the Robsons, a Goofy movie, Enchanted, The Princess Diaries 2, Tango, Beauty and the Beast, a good animated classic, Cinderella 2, The Peanuts Collection, Strawberry Shortcake DVD Collection, Franklin's Pizza Party, Matrix 4 Movie Collection, Night of the Museum 2, Bring It On, Easy A, 10 Things I Hate About You, Uptown Ghouls, My Big Fat Greek Wedding, Nancy Drew, Step Up, The Doubtfire, a double feature of chick flicks, The Babysitter Club, Blephas at Tiffany's, Home Alone, 2 comedy classics, The Diary of a Wimpy Kid films, Coraline, which I think it's alright at best, Matilda, Ramon and Bleezes, American Gold collection, and ScoobyDoo 1 and 2. So that's my sister complete collection of DVDs that she owns. For me, there's some that I like, there's some that I enjoy watching, while others I'm not a big fan of, or I think are just okay at best. So that's my sister movie collection, and I hope you enjoy. And I hope that you like this video and subscribe and hit the notify update, and make sure to check out other playlists and other videos, and make sure to support, and have a good day, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening.